Why 30K a month agencies still feel financially unstable? At 30K a month, you should feel safe. But you see, the problem is that most agency owners actually don't, because that 30K is not stable. And so what I mean by saying not stable, it's made of a few big clients and maybe one or two heavy retainers and some inconsistent actual deals. So that means if one leaves, you start to really feel. That's not growth, that's the actual risk. And real stability at this level really requires predictable lead flow, consistent close rate, and no single client representing more than 25 to 30% of revenue. So that means if one client leaving would stress you, you don't have a revenue problem inside of your business. You have a structural problem inside of your business. And if this sounds familiar to you, you don't have a motivation issue also. You have a structural gap inside of your actual business. And I see this with a lot of agencies. They have some of the clients that will represent most of the pie from their actual revenue. And so what's really scary to them is that if one of this client that is almost like a big chunk of the actual revenue will just leave, they would lose the actual business. And so what ends up happening is that's where the uncertainty around the actual financial stability comes. And so if this is currently to you happening, then you should really start thinking about structures and systems around your demand, how you can actually bring consistent lead flow inside of your business, your consistency also in conversion, and also your delivery.